Hey family, how are we doing? Hope we are doing good. I know it's been quite a while since I last made a video, but something has prompted me to make this video. I just watched something on YouTube about an African brother thanking the foundation of Black Americans for making life easy for him in the United States of America. That really made me to think twice. I've always made videos thanking my brothers and sisters for all the help that they have helped us Africans who are currently living in America. They have helped us directly or indirectly in having a good life. It is due to thanks to our foundational Black Americans. You know, some of us might not understand this, but that is the truth. I just want to add my voice to thank the foundational Black Americans, my brothers in the US, for having made things easier for us Africans in America. At times, it hurts me, and I really get emotional when I drive around in some neighborhoods and I see where our brothers and sisters are living. And I understand that their ancestors fought for us Africans to live in nice neighborhoods. I never, ever forget that. Because some of us live in some good neighborhoods because the foundation of Black Americans, their ancestors fought for housing equality. And when some of us Africans walk into America, we don't know the fight that the ancestors of the foundation of Black Americans fought for us to be able to live in nice neighborhoods. We just come and we live. We don't know the history behind it. I drive in a nice car. It's because of the fertile ground that the foundation of Americans ancestors created and made possible for every black who comes from out of America and is living in America. So I just want to also say thank you to the Foundation of Black Americans for the fight that they fight on a daily basis. Some of us are so oblivious and ignorant as migrants to understand the depth of the fight that our brothers and sisters are fighting. And they don't only fight for their own survival, they fight for the entire black family in America. I just want to say thank you to the Foundation of Black Americans. I don't just say it as someone who just left Africa and came to America. I've lived in other parts of the world. I've lived in Europe. There is nowhere that the black man is protected out of Africa than in America. There is nowhere in the world. There is nowhere, absolutely nowhere in this world where the black man is as protected when you are out of Africa. It's only in America that you can be protected. Who made it possible? Our foundation of Black Americans. I lived in Europe. I didn't pass through Europe. I lived in Europe. I spent years in Europe. And I could not speak the way I do speak now as a black man out of the continent of Africa. It's all thanks to the Foundation of Black Americans. We come here and we stay under their umbrella. We just come and go under their umbrella and feel protected. And some of us don't want to do the work with them to make sure that the entire black family is protected. They are the ones that are holding the umbrella to protect the entire black family coming into America. I say thank you to the Foundation of Black Americans. Yeah, there might be ignorance on both sides, but what I am facing and I'm seeing, whatever good that migrants have in America is because of the work that the Foundation of Black Americans ancestors and them are doing. They have worked for us. When I drive around St. Paul, Minneapolis, I look at some of the shacks that some of our people live in. Then I look at myself living in nice neighborhoods. I always remember that the foundation of Black Americans' ancestors fought to make the play field level for you to live in any neighborhood. Even though there are still some areas with some private deeds and covenants that shield people, but it's not open. And the foundation of Black Americans' ancestors have created the pathway, created the possibility that if you find such areas with private deeds, you can use the court systems and fight and break through it. Thank you to the foundation of Black Americans, their ancestors, and them. Whatever fight that they are fighting in this country is to protect the entire black family. We might have ignorance on both sides, but the greater picture is that the foundation of Black Americans and their ancestors have made it very possible for every black soul that works in America. Makes it easy and possible. You can successfully, you feel protected. I speak like a black man that has lived in other European nations. There is nowhere that you'll be protected as you are in America. And who has made it possible? The foundation of Black Americans, their ancestors, and they themselves, for the fight that they fight every day for us. I just came to add my voice to say thank you. And we'll keep on working together as one people. We'll also try to keep on fighting the neo-colonialist black faces in Africa and making sure that we create a fertile ground or an enabling environment for our brothers to also claim Africa, because Africa always say that by entitlement, the foundation of Black Americans are a part of Africa by entitlement. That is their birthplace. They were dragged out of the continent. They were dragged out of the continent. So that part is still, Africa is still a part of them by birthright. Or let me say they're entitled to it. And they are also entitled to America because they built America. Thank you to the foundation of Black Americans and their ancestors. This is a word. These are words coming from a migrant, an African migrant. I don't undermine or undervalue what you guys have done to us and you are still doing to all of us. Technically, I know that there's ignorance on both sides, and I apologize for those ignorant migrants who come into this country and they cannot see the protection. They think that things are just the way they are because they found it this way. Our brothers, their ancestors fought every inch of the way to make life easy for all black people in America. And I want to say this, thank you to you people. Thank you to your ancestors. And we need to fight the neo-colonialists in the continent to make sure that the continent is open for our brothers and sisters who want to live in Africa, who want to feel at home, to also claim Africa. We live here in America. We always have our plan B. If it gets hot, most migrants will move back to Africa. We need to make the continent open to our brothers where if things get heated here, they can move and look for a secure place in Africa and live there. Thank you to the Foundation of Black Americans. I don't speak like someone who is just ignorant, that has lived in other parts of the world, in the Middle East. I've lived in Europe, spent a lot of years in Europe. I'm living in America. I can feel the difference. We feel protected. We are under the umbrella of the Foundation of Black Americans. Without that cover, we migrants in America are nothing. Whatever wealth we acquire in America is because of the hard work of the FBA ancestors and they themselves. The least we should do is to just humble ourselves and work with them as one family. I hate to see the ignorance.
I hate to see the undermining of the people, of our brothers in this country. What their ancestors have done for us, what they are still doing for all the black families, all the black people in America. They keep on fighting. I did open this YouTube channel just because I wanted to add my voice in supporting my brothers and sisters in America. Never in a day did I think that I'll have to even put up a YouTube channel for anything. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the fight that you fight. That is your daily life. Some of us just come in here and, you know, we feel that it's just, things just happen the way we see it. No, that is a constant fight that the ancestors of the Foundation of Black Americans and the Foundation of Black Americans are putting. That's their day life. That is what that's their experience. But some of us come in here, we just see things and enjoy and have fun, but you don't know that there is work going on there at the background. A lot of blood has been shed. A lot of fighting is taking place in the courthouses, on the streets, and most of the times you see our brothers fighting. The least we Africans and other migrants can do is to, black migrants can do is to say thank you. The least we can do is to humble ourselves and work with them as one brothers and sisters, as brothers and sisters. Our lived experiences are different, but in a bigger picture, in a bigger frame of things, they are our shield. They are the ones that protect us in America. They are the ones that even give us a voice. When I compare my life in Europe and what I experienced in America, they give us a voice to talk. And it will be disrespectful and disingenuous for us to stand and undermine them or become a tool in the undermining and oppression of our own kind. I just wanted to make this video and add my voice by saying that thank you to the Foundation of Black Americans.